Hello, beautiful Seren Stars, and welcome to your reading here today. As always, I want to thank you all for being here with me. I just want to point out that I have cats, Droopy and Marmee. So sometimes they can, like yesterday, I was trying to open the cupboard door. He wasn't in the cupboard, he was outside the cupboard, or running up and down the stairs, or jumping by the candle, or just sitting with us having a chat. So just to make you aware, also I get often spirit EVPs, so recording spirit voices coming through, usually at the beginning and at the end, but they can pop in between. So there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just them evidencing and joining in as they bring us these messages, usually my guides, but it can be others, just popping in to say hello. Okay, so these are your shorter daily readings. The other one was actually quite long. I did that was meant to be shorter, so we'll see how long this one goes on for. If you don't feel particularly drawn to this one, there are many other readings on my channel for you to choose from up to like nearly an hour, some of them, or pick a card reading, so you get to choose which pile you want. But I hope that you feel that this reading is for you and join us today for this reading. So I will go over the basic meaning of the card, and then as a spiritualist medium, I will tune in and see what messages and images, songs even, that I'm given today. But first, we're going to have a little shuffle, or a big shuffle if it's me. I usually shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. I like the cards just fly out. These are harder to shuffle because these are thick. These are thick with a WC. These are heavy. And I have these nails on, so it does make it more difficult. Are there any shuffling experts out there? Any of you really just great at shuffling? Put in the comments. Do you play cards, or do you do tarot cards or angel cards yourself? I'm sure that many of you do. Okay. Let me focus on this shuffling. Right, okay, let's slip out more. So I'm going to go with that one. Time is of the essence. It's the words that I was seeing there. I think they was telling me. I would just go on for ages, doing a reading. I don't think I have enough space to save a reading that went on forever. And you've got to edit it after, which I do enjoy, actually. I enjoy being surprised, because when I'm in the moment, I'm in the moment. Whoa, well, that flipped over. Okay, so we're just gonna, and that is very matchy with that. Oh my God, isn't that matchy with that card? Isn't it? I mean, most of them do have headpieces on, but when you look at this is very tribal almost, isn't it? Her headpiece here looks like it's got feathers in. And the way this is shaped, although it's bejeweled, it's quite almost tribal, like she could be from some wonderful magical tribe. This angel here, that's beautiful. And I love that we have all different ethnicities coming through in the angel cards, because usually they just depict them as white, don't they? Even like Jesus, I'm thinking, come on, he probably wasn't. Especially if you're living in a sunny climate. So I absolutely love, and we have people from all different cultures here watching, so which I'm really grateful for. So I love that we have cards from different cultures. But can you see her? It's matchy and she's got that cloak there too, and the gold we have coming through. See, blooming beautiful. I'm really stunned by that. So that's already turned over. Usually I like to turn them over as I go along, but that wanted to come out. So we're just going to go over your basic meaning of this one first, which is practicality and nurturing and grounding, which was actually getting in the last reading that I just did. It's material comfort, it's abundance, it's prosperity, it is, self-care and generosity and managing your money too, managing money matters well. Okay, that's magnificent to get there. Queen of Pentacles. She's got a little bunny there, a little companion at the side. No jokes, please. I'm sure some of you will be thinking of certain jokes to do with that. A little rabbit there. Yeah, but that's just bringing in the humour there to the reading. Laughter is very good for lifting your spirits. I'm going to stop there before I waffle on and dig myself a hole there. A rabbit hole. oh God, I just get worse by the day. Okay, so that's the basic meaning, but I will tune into that card properly. Okay, right. Oh, we do that now because it's your first card. Oh God, I'm glad we've got this humour in this reading because I have been feeling down in the dumps again today, So I'm glad to have this humour and be laughing here, even if it's just me laughing. I just feel that energy's coming in and that liftment and then that light, and taking away the heaviness. Like in the reading I did before, it was about detoxifying, and for many of you across the globe. Okay. And let me focus here. Let me stop being silly. Okay. With this, there's show me a friend to laugh with. So I think that could be part of the message, to have a friend to laugh with and not take things so seriously. Again, they're showing me that things have been feeling heavy for many of us across the globe. At the moment, myself included, okay? And they're giving me give, 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 give. And if you felt like you just give, 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 giving, you're not been receiving, they just show me here that you will be receiving. Take that in any way you want. It could be financially, it could be within relationships and friendships and new job. You might get in a promotion, or you might be getting onto a course you wanted to get onto. Your energy may be increasing. It can go all different facets of your life, but the message is the same. But yeah, they're showing me two people laughing together like a good friend, like your little sidekick. They may not be little, they may be bigger. Some of you may have children around you that they're showing me, for example, that do funny things and always make you laugh. Without fail, they manage to make you laugh. Especially small children, when you're out in public, they always say something that they shouldn't say, which is hilarious. And I remember my son doing that, and it was probably inappropriate things, which you probably shouldn't say to someone's face, but children could get away with these things. Although we may say to them, that's a bit cheeky, you can't say that to someone. It also brings that lightness and joy. Maybe we need to be a bit more, not going around saying things to people to insult them, but just that kind of freedom of thought and that to play and taking away the heaviness. You may have a friend at work, a colleague at work that always makes you smile. They go out their way to kind of, and they show me someone give you a wink or kind of bring you a cup of tea or tell you a funny joke or, just do something silly to lift that heaviness and that seriousness, which it can be at work sometimes. It could be your partner. It could be a new partner they're showing me for some of you, coming in to uplift you and bring fun back into your life, inject fun back into your life. Siblings, what it's like when you get with your siblings. Sometimes, you can kind of regress backwards and you can start being silly together and fun, and it takes away that heaviness and you kind of tease each other a little bit, but it's all within fun. As long as it's all within fun and not harmful, then that's all good. It could be your parents. Maybe you really get along well with your parents and you can always have a giggle and talk to them about things, but this energy is like, yeah, it's really high vibrational energy and it's feeling good. I can feel sort of my sacral and my solar plexus, it's kind of, I can feel that the change in the energy there. Okay. And that upliftment. So I'm really thankful that they're bringing that in here. They're giving me changes coming, and they were giving me this in, I think I did a personal reading actually, a reading for someone too. It's about changes coming. Oh, and the last reading that I did was very much about planetary change, but they're focusing more on you and your personal life here and how things have been. They give me the word affluent. So maybe some of you are affluent, or you're getting a job that's going to make you sort of more affluent, or maybe you're getting a partner who's quite affluent and they're just going to like ease sort of the pressures off of you. And they're also going to be fun. There's going to be that fun and light-heartedness and sort of take away the clouds that maybe some of us have been feeling, clouds here overhead, but here she's kind of standing with these roses. She's smelling the roses, and I'm seeing the word smell the roses and coming up roses, which is if you're not from England or countries that know that sentence or saying, is a positive saying, that you're reaping the rewards and you're enjoying the rewards in life, like the good things in life here. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm just staring at that, just amazed. It's time me to move on. I'm going to move on to this beautiful queen-like angel here, because that already flipped out. She was like, I'm here. I'm here, and I'm bringing you all this beautiful golden energy. It's almost buzzing off the card. And again, I'm feeling those chakras, my sacral and my solar plexus just buzzing here and like activating. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this crystal correctly, so please forgive me in advance. That's no Rhodos Rhodocarosite. I think I've completely rubbished that name. So if you are a crystal expert or you can read better than me, then feel free to put the phonetic spelling in. I will look it up afterwards and put the proper way to say it, pronounce it. I will write it phonetically as well. That will help me. Whether I remember how to say it again another time is another matter. They're telling me here, and I'm being hard on myself now, be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Okay, and I was getting that sense of, it's been like the past and the clouds. It's been heavier, but now it's fun and bringing in that fun energy. Okay. I'm also getting like, be kind to yourself. I will look up the meaning of this crystal afterwards, okay, and put that in there. I may even do a reading on this card again tomorrow for you. So I'll gather more research, more information on it, and put that in a reading because it's so beautiful. I just feel in awe. Okay, so I feel that you're changing into this beautiful, magical goddess, almost like here that I'm looking at. Okay, I'm being given the word bejeweled. What else can you give me, Spirit, and the cards? I'm just going to focus. They're showing the gold coins again, and they show me that when they're showing abundance coming in. And here we have the gold pentacle here. So they're showing me like lots of abundance coming in. So that could be financially again, or other facets of your life that are just going to be in abundant. Okay. They show me food because sometimes it can be difficult, once you paid your bills, once you paid everything else to get you shopping and stuff like that. So they're just showing you a picture of a woman enjoying beautiful food and in beautiful wine. I mean, you might not drink wine, you may drink something else, but it's just to show enjoying the fruits of labor and the fruits of life, and living in that that enjoyment again, for all your sort of hard work, or to take away, I feel like it's someone coming in more though that's going to kind of, because anything you get is not going to be enjoyed on your own, really, is it? So maybe quite a lot of you are single and not really been enjoying being on your own and no one to share it with. So it's like holding out her hand, and sharing what she has with someone else and with the world here. That's amazing. Is there anything else you can give me before I move on to the next card? Heal and recover. You saying you've been through a lot, and I was getting that sense of that with this card, with the clouds again. I'm mentioning again. Okay, so but I feel that this is showing me sort of the outcome of that healing and the future there. I'm just going to focus a little bit more. And they're giving me this song that they gave me in the week for me, and I mentioned in the last reading I was being given again, and they're giving me it here, and all these colours are almost like fireworks around her. I'm not a huge fan of Katy Perry, but I do like some of her songs, and it was is it called Fireworks? I can't remember the name of the song, but baby, you're a firework, I will let your colors burst. So I'll put the lyrics in there, and and you can read those and see it's, you know, about letting your colors burst, let yourself being seen, let yourself live in full HD. You know, you're not living in this kind of grey, black and white boring life. You know, there's so much to you, there's so much more to you, and it's about letting that shine out into the world, and letting yourself enjoy your life and enjoy being who you are. They're showing me maybe some of you have not been too happy with yourselves, you know, and there's so much more to you. It's almost like you're only living a part of who you are, you know, there's so much more for you to come forth and be free and let out, you know, to receive joy and to give joy to others. So that's absolutely beautiful there. Let's move on to your next card, the Emperor. And she was reminding me like a goddess and empress there, energy. And with the Queen, we have here is like a goddess and you know, would match with the Emperor, definitely. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role. So you have much wisdom to offer. We're talking about offering here and offering to the world as well as receiving, and she does feel very her energy feels very confident, and who people would admire and people would follow and look up to. But I'm also being drawn into here in the heart center that you would be working from your heart. I'm being given the words firm but fair. So you would make like a great leader in your. It could be in a community project. It could be within your family, a great leader. Or it could literally be taking on a leadership role. Wonderful is that. I love this little mouse here. It's a deer mouse. It is a deer mouse, isn't it? Boom, boom. I'll look up the meaning, the spiritual meaning of mouses and deer mouse here. But it's got all these buttons, and it could almost be like the abundance, you know, here with the coins. This little mouse has collected all the buttons, which then would feel like coins, something magical, and berries and nuts, you know, they're abundant in the things around them. This beautiful little flower we have there, and this butterfly around it, it's like they're enjoying their life and food and and rewards here. So that kind of reiterates what I was being given there with this one, and with the whole message there. Is there anything else? They give me the word shy. So some of you may be a bit shy to let out certain aspects of yourself. Give me the word talent. Like some of you may be talented singers. Some of you may be talented on a certain knowledge on a subject that you could bring to a team, of public speaking, dancing. Maybe some of you may be dancers. Maybe you're going into a new job. You're thinking, oh, I'm not confident enough. But it's like, mice can be quite shy, can't they? So it's like bringing you out of that mouse energy. And it doesn't mean that at home you can't go back to being this quiet, but they're wanting you to be bold and bright here when you go out through into the community and into whatever this particular role is here. So that's really lovely. I absolutely love that. Is there anything else you can give me before I go into the charms? Just that song again. Yeah, the Katy Perry song. Yeah, those lyrics are really quite helpful and quite meaningful when you're being a bit of a wallflower. And we have the flower here, and I'm just seeing the words wallflower, which means kind of you're all this beauty and everything, but you're not showing it. You're kind of hiding. So it's a sentence of come away from being a wallflower. You want to blossom and you want to glow and you want to shine like this. We don't want to be in the shadows here. Okay, come forth. Let your light shine. There's that song, isn't there? I've just heard that song in my head. This is going to sound quite cheesy. This is a light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is a light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is a light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. There's another bit of my cheesy singing there. I don't charge for the singing, by the way. It all comes free. It probably makes many of you cringe, actually. It makes me cringe when I'm editing. Don't worry about it. But, you know, it's letting that out. It's letting my light shine. And I think a lot of you need to let your light shine there. Oh, how wonderful. We have the avocado. and they're giving me the words ripe, I'm ready to go. So I'm feeling like you're ready to go, you're ready here is what they're showing me. You've got these skills, you've got these talents, you've come on this journey so far, and you're ready. You're ripe, not to eat, obviously. Some of you may love avocados. It's just showing me you're ready to shine out into the world, your talents and your skills here. Is there anything else you give me before I end this reading? Just give me the word ripe again. Ripe and ready to go. Sounds a bit wrong, but that's the message that they're giving me. Shine bright, go forth. Be this. Abundance and light and love and just, people admiring you. I'm seeing the word admiration. Then there's a lot of people who either admire you secretly or, you're going to have more. Seeing the word fans. Some of you may be a bit famous or about to be famous. You may just be like fame in your community, not just, but maybe fame within your community or company. But some of you may literally be famous or going to be famous. Okay, that is the end of your reading, and thank you for joining me, and I fill it with so much love and so much light, and I will see you in next reading. God bless.